Okie dokie. I should be ready to get started, huh? Are we Bobby? Yes. Now, I will be leaving this going, but it is poor music, as you might expect. They're pretty awesome. This, hang on. So, I want to move this over here. This is, hopefully, anyway, how you'd write the phrase, become ungovernable, in, Tolkien Kenya Elvish. I can't guarantee one way or the other, because, I mean, who knows how to speak Elvish, right? So, that's the first thing to think about. Second thing, I've got to incorporate a shark into this design somehow. So that is what I will be trying to do today, at least to start with. You know, so let me grab my drawing tablet all proper like. And then I do have to do the thing that brings it over there. I'm gonna look up actually a little picture of a shark, so I can get, or actually specifically shark tattoo designs, so I can try and see what I might like to go in the background of this, you know? So there's gotta be something, a little bit cartoonish, not too cartoonish, and a little bit realistic, not too realistic, you know? It's a balancing it. Here, maybe something like this. Alright. Let me crank the size up on this. 240. It's still smaller than that. Is it like 60 then? Yeah, that fits right in. Alright. Maybe this one actually should be gray, huh? So it'll probably take a couple iterations, but I want there to be sort of this main curve, go bit of a lines here for the front, then the main body goes like this. There's a bit of a pins poking up there, and it goes back like that, and into the tail, and then we've got ourselves a couple things there. That, and then something a little bit like this. If she got distracted, it happens, Grace, you know. Here, I'm actually just going to, let's see, I'm gonna copy image and web. There, I'm gonna use this as a reference so I can still see chat. So I'll set that up in the corner. Maybe rotate it a bit so that it's in the position I'm doing. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get at. You know? We'll see if it goes well at all. But it should be neat. Right? Yeah, I think that'll go well. So, let's see. There's definitely like the main and easiest thing is going to be this curve here is mostly straight.
Make sure you turn it off. It is not.
I will. to, yeah, because I want kind of like this, except it's more distinct like that, you know? A bit like that, yeah. Except then on here it turns to be like that. Okay. I'm not the best at drawing things, as you might know by now. So, if I take a bit to get this right, that would be why. This is kind of an underhand. I'm going to lower the opacity on this so I can see what I'm doing properly. Because it kind of goes in underhand, sort of. I thought I increased the size of this to 60. Yeah, let me actually take all this back, put that down, so now it's at 60, so it'll be the stroke size I want. Alright, that might have to do. Then we can here, might be too much of a curve. Yeah, I'm going to, because it's tricky, you know? Because this line here is entirely straight for a short time, right? About that much. Then it goes like I can't draw things, golly. If we start at the tail, okay, maybe I need to just not be trying to draw this exact thing, right? Maybe I just need to try and get the general shape down. So I'll try and box out the snout first. And it kind of tends towards thinness. And then it looks like a tadpole right now. It's a little silly. This does need a little more opacity. And then there's one more in there. Yeah, and then comes up to a point like so. And then we've got a fin coming out like this. And it goes like that. And on the other side, yeah, this is gonna be something it's not quite mirrored, I see, I'm noticing. Is it a different angle it goes at? It's a little bit like this. There's also those sorts of things. Alright. So, I know it's meant to be a shark, but I'm probably going to make it a bit more, fantasy. Just because why not, right? So, because I don't get to draw creatures that often, right? So first things first, make this all one curve. In fact, I might even... That's actually not bad. Okay. Now, like I said, even though we're starting from a real shark, it is not going to be very real shark-like when I'm done. Because, I mean, with the Elvish in there already, it only makes sense in my head to make this a little bit fantasy too, you know? Alright, that should be good. Okie dokie. Just a couple other ones to take care of. Oh, you know what we've probably got to? Here. Probably not. Then... Because the point that in my head right now is to try and make it sort of a mythical creature, but still kind of a shark. So we're aiming for it, but we'll see what we actually hit, you know? Wrong line. This one. Alright. Let's see. Really, I don't know what to do necessarily. I'm just kind of gonna figure things out. Because, like I said, I'm just having a little bit of fun making this quote-unquote sharp. Might do 2 more sets of fins like from up there. Except these ones might even be bigger. I really like that little notch there, huh? Okay, I didn't mean to do that perfectly. But hey, I'm not complaining, right? I mean, obviously it's not actually perfectly. It looks kind of bad, but, you know, most people aren't even gonna notice it, right? So, I wonder what they did on the eyes. What's on this one? Nothing, okay. What I might do for mine is point the head a little. Right? How's this? That's actually very bad. Good to know. Let's try a little more. No, let's just try not. I mean, really? That's kinda it. But of course, we want to add some more flair to it, right? We're only doing this once after all. So I really want it to look as good as possible. But I don't quite know what to add from here. I'd kind of like to add one more, maybe I don't even, I was thinking of like a circle of Elvish script behind the shark, but it won't be very readable, because this will get in the way. What I can do instead is make like a ripple effect. And this one can be an even lighter gray. I just need to draw a good circle first. Not bad. That's good. actually need to bother erasing anything from underneath the words, because it won't be visible anyway. So Cassie's return. I mean, yeah, I do like this quite a bit. Oh, but wait, it did also say that it was trans colors, didn't it? All that time ago. I can't remember exactly. But we can make it happen. Alright, but it's going to have to be very soft versions of the colors, you know? I'm probably just gonna have to go with very subtle markings, you know? For these colors. Alright. And some of these white ones. I like this. I don't know what y'all's thoughts on it though at the moment, but I'm having fun. It's very fancy. I'm glad you think so, Nama. Here, I'm gonna want to actually kind of just copy this one. Whoops. But you like this. You like this. there. Maybe not. Maybe we instead put another little dot there, little dot there. Couple more little dots. I'm enjoying this. I think it's neato. And then we need to kind of imply I think a good teardrop shape here. Alright, then I guess this doesn't move a little. And it probably needs to grow a bit too. There we go. Wonderful. Now, I want to imply that it goes along both sides of it, you know, which is why I did that, and then I'm gonna figure out some little, maybe I even just, I don't think these need to be super evenly spaced. Because it is supposed to be sort of natural. This looks nice. Go with that one. Yeah, just so it doesn't matter a ton either. That is fine. I suppose I might as well put an extra one somewhere out there. I'm liking it. Okay, hear me out. I like those swirls on the fins, but I can make this a very awesome trans flag analogy if I put blue on the fins and pink on the edges and then have the white padding in the middle. And everyone will say, ooh, yippee. You know, not a single person will complain. trying to make these ones a little less perfect. You know? Now that's pretty neato. We'll grab this pink back. We'll draw those fancy schmancy patterns. Okay, let's make this nice. Follow the curve of the piece. We'll get there eventually. This is actually training my muscles to actually draw the lines I want them to. So it's fine that it doesn't ever work. Sometimes the way you draw them is the problem. There we go. That's what I'm after. See? Kinda like so. It's also a little bit like ram horns. And speaking of, those would be rad. So let's add those in. Probably on a new layer because I don't know how to draw them. It'd be big curled up. Alright, points forward. I'll just have to get a reference for that. You know? This. This kind of thing. Yeah. Alright. So, it would be here-ish and there-ish. Then it would come around and forward. Or rather, it would go up and back. So this inner line is what we really gotta pay attention to. It's kinda funky movement, you know? Let me just like get them at some amount. This is just kind of a mock-up. I want it to curl inwards more. I also don't want it to be quite as pointed. Yeah, okay. So that could be worse. So that's the other one. I want to go the same. How it starts off like this, right? So that'd be like that. I should also bring up this so I can see people's words if they have any. Right, suggestions, that sort of thing. Okay, so if I were to paint these in, like a very soft blue, how would those look? That one's not quite right. Certainly not, no. Alright, fair enough. Looks to me like I have a mostly straight part out there, and in, and a part that's almost at the line. I think on that side actually will be at the line, so I will. Maybe like that. I think that this won't turn inwards as much even despite the body of the thing turning, because the horns are stiff while the body is not. So let's see. Definitely think it needs to be pointing that way, right? That's better. It's now too far away from the body of the... I think it's too wide on this part. Alright, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's warm up here. But yes, that's the form we're after. I'm gonna lower the opacity, add that new layer. And we'll just go over these lines again in our better lines, you know? Okie dokie. I think that's pretty good. then what I want to do is paint these entire horns blue. And people will go, ooh. Because you know, narwhals exist, right? And they've got the horn on the front. I figured, well, ram shark or whatever I'm calling this to exist as well. We are going to want, though, like that should be good. I'm trying to imply the shape a little better. Some of that. That's not bad. Any of you guys hate this? Any of you guys think it's terrible? Anyone, like, coming to my house to beat me up over it? Ah, blah, 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 blah. You're so cute, Sharky. You can do that right now. Adorable behavior. I want to do here on the fins. Some of these dots. Oh. Yeah. You're like the shark expert around here, aren't you? So if I'm doing something that you really hate, let me know. Can you put me in the box? Aww. Yeah, I gotcha. Cute. Put you over there. Put you over there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think instead of trying to do the spirals, I'm just going to do a simple shape. Or build an S. Good morning, is this the place where all the cool people are? Right, Chucky, you're the cool one. So there. There's those. Cute behavior. And I might as well, like, dot these with some of those as well. Since it's cool. For no real other reason. For some reason I would really like a little teardrop shape there. You know? Or a raindrop, I suppose. Okie dokie, then once we have all that, we can put more of the pinks in the pink. Green question marks. Is this a Riddler fish? They aren't green, they're blue. You know? It's a darker blue, but it's definitely blue. I think we need a couple little angled shapes, right? Like just a few. Yeah, I will. Because we gotta make sure that the pink is as represented as the white and blue is. Oops. That's where most of the color is. Eventually I get the exact curve I want. Oh yeah. Almost anyway. Let's see. Because, yeah, the point is for it to be sort of trans flag colors. But obviously I'm trying to keep it a little abstract. There we go, this will work. That doesn't look very good. There we go. That's much better. Ooh, I can actually... like that about it. Yeah, okay. And then I want to put at least one of those lines here. This way people can kind of tell that the whole thing is kind of rotated. You know? So you can't see the edge there as well. But I might as well put a little bit of... Okie dokie, and then I put this back, and people are happy with this. Or at least I would be. Right? Right. So what I want to do is export as a PNG. And then over here, hang on. We're gonna go here, pictures and textures, I believe. We're looking for this one. What I just need is the border around the face. because, this has essentially got to be as big as we can stand to make it over here. Here, what if we instead image as canvas 1.5 times anchor it there. Then we can put this one over there. Right? So I want it to be in as good quality as it can, and that essentially just means making it as big as I can. That's the biggest resolution for it. And then we can use the fill there. Okie dokie. So there's that. Pretty neat, huh? So let me go into Blender. And this might have messed with the face texture a little. But it will be fine. You know? Yep. That's not what that's meant to be. So we go to shape, no, we go to UV editing. Object mode, edit mode, I suppose. Is there a face vertex group I can easily select? Head should work. Yes. Alright, so we go to hey, face makeup. Yes. No, this is oh boy. Alright. Unwrap maybe? Alright, so what we've got to do here, I think, is save it like this. And then, yeah, so now with that there, we can go ahead, grab this, position it exactly how it's wanted. And knowing that it's changed a little, but it looks to be mostly the same. What the heck happened there? Oh, I see. That's a different couple squares, huh? Okay. Can put them there. Okay. How's that? I think it's going to work. I think this one goes there. Here, this is tricky. That definitely goes like that, okay. Why can't I just have this one be normal? Just aligning these, kind of merge right now. Okay. And then what we do is we go back here, and we hide this again, when we save it, and reload it. Alright, cool. Then, wait a second. Oh, right. Okay, if I just go and hide this to see what the damage is on that front. Yeah, okay. So, right, missing users are you too, Sharky, you're best. So, what is all that about? There's some other piece somewhere? Oh ho. Okay. So I've just gotta go ahead and find here. Gotta go ahead and find all the pieces that are in the wrong spot for the UV. Look, there's even some on the back, golly. And then we'll get specifically the piece that we're after, and then we'll put that in the next spot. There's that fixed. That should be fine. And let's see, this to there. Let's also hide the hair, just in case. Okay. Not seeing a ton of other sections that need attention. pretty good. Then, just about here, I suppose. We will on right here. We're going to need to rotate like this. Oh, wait, that's... Is that backwards? No, that's right ways. Okay, then this piece... oops. It's like this. Awesome. I would like to align all these vertically. Like that. Then if we take a look... Yeah. Alright, that's not bad. Alright, let me see if I can disable the... Yeah! So look at that. That's pretty nice. And that was for the fundraiser I did last October. Or even November, I forget. But yeah, because we reached a certain goal, I made this little pie tattoo. And it's not super visible now, obviously. However, it'll be better seen on the and it'll be easier to see on the second outfit. Right? Right. Now, am I forgetting anything else? I don't think so. So, then this is almost ready to bring back into Godot, which is good. I'm gonna take my little 3-minute break before I continue with more of those expressions, and I'll see you guys in just a bit. Okay, I'm back. And these are all the shapes that I can currently make my model do, or that I'm going to be able to make the model do. So I want to make sure I have one for all the different, like, speaking shapes, obviously. But then I also am going to want one for all the different expressions. So we have, you know, happy, sad, angry, scared. I also worry that I'm going to need something to help these stand out, you know? Because these aren't huge, necessarily. I might have to make it bigger, for one. Could help if I added, like, a, paint background to them, you know? But I don't think that's a great idea. I'm sure it'll be fine. So what other, expressions do we have going on? So, got these hard eyes. Blushing. I'm still uncertain about this blush, but it looks okay. Sweating. Reading. Here, let's add a, really simple one here. Or at least try to. Okay, let's put the mirror back on. Bring it up. Oops. Darn. Let's see. Yeah, like so. So we can go like this. Then we'll just take that to its close and it's easy. Alright. Should be fine. Uh-huh. Whoopsies. Left the mirror on. Okay, so there's another. That one would go with the healing fade. In fact, let's test that. So I should be able to check this, right? I should be able to, whoops, not with that. Here. Shift A. Texture coordinate. Good B. No, I don't need that. I just need a, Vector, yes. Vector transform. Does this work? No, it does not. It is not right now. No, I guess this must be it, right? From, I guess, object, world. Here, I know. I probably need to add a UV math input. Right? No, texture coordinate is what I'm after. There we go. And then instead of this, we want, I feel like it would be vector. Oh, mapping? Yeah, that's the one. I'm going to say the UV vector. Then we can mess with it. Defined. So, let's see. I believe the angry one was the farthest. And we will move upwards. Hang on, let's go and double check. Yeah, so it should be above there. Alright. Do we need to reload this? Kinda feels like we do. Huh. Let me double check. Oh, that's right. I never actually exported this. So now if I open it, should be there. Darn it. Why didn't that work? So when I export this as, now if that was 2.ng, Oh, gotcha. Mouth Shape Atlas is the one we were using, actually. Well, that's a little disappointing because I didn't know that I wanted to get rid of the other one. I accidentally have. So that's how that is. So let's see if this looks good with our pleating paste. I don't think it's well enough. Yeah. Okay, awesome. That's one. Then we might want a bit of an awkward face. Right, for one awkward. I'm thinking of One Piece for this, by the way. Not as such, though. Golly. Tricky to think of how I want that to go. We don't technically have a thing for it. I guess it might not necessarily be a key such as... Yeah, we will make one. Yeah, group these as read this one over after here. Oh wait, not like so. Here, this one, and I want this one. Let's get the stabilizer just for simplicity. There we go. I don't know if that'll be any good. That'll be kind of fun if we just need like a oh. No. But I changed my mind. Alright. Because what I'm trying to think of, for one, would be something kind of like this one, you know? Where if I look away, it might trigger that sort of thing. Could be fun. But I don't know if it'd look any good. So... I think maybe... one for being a little kissy face would be good. I don't know how to do that. I guess I'll just leave it open, you know? If I just leave the spaces there, then whenever I need to, I can actually add them in, you know? I'm very tired. I might end early today. Very early. But you know, we did get a little done, right? And the tattoo looks great. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Here, I'll hide these really quick so that I can get a screenshot of this. There we go. We can put the things back. Okie dokie. Yeah. I'm gonna go to Blue Sky. Yeah. Let's find this really quick. I am going to want that. We'll see. This. Oh, okay. So that's the only one, huh? Alright, I go like this. Alright. I'm making a little post about it. Alright, I need to go back and copy this image again. Garable plus shark 2. Paste on model. And then this is September 13th, 2025. Then I need to copy this image. Kenya Elvish for on top of a have a fantasy style car fins and the horns of a ram with some ripples. There we go. Yeah, alright. So that's cool. And then, yeah, the punk outfit is gonna come up soon. Let's see. I think I want to make sure the model actually works before I worry about making a second outfit, or a third outfit as the case may be for girls. I think I am very tired. Bit sad for me personally to be ending so early, but it'll be fine. I'm eepy and I'm gonna sleep for like 10 hours, so that'll be worthwhile, I think. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.